Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Eddie Marcus here again. Still can't sleep. 3:30, something like that. And I'm thinking about this Democratic National Convention. I'm thinking about the speech that Joe Biden made. And I'm listening at the things that he said. It's amazing how simple it is for people to articulate what most of humans' needs and wants and desires are. They seem to be so common. I sat there and I listened to all of these promises, all of these concerns. You know, we talked about four major ones, but everything else was interconnected. And you want to ask yourself, how can they say this? And if you've been living a long time, it's nothing new. You've heard it over and over and over again. And I'm looking at some of our younger politicians. It seems as if they have not been living long enough to understand that this is just routine and that we should not be excited about promises. Promises made are not, are in most instances, are promises not kept. And yet, there is a way that every promise can be kept. It requires a commitment of the people, at least in America, the masses. And I can think of nothing any better. You can correct me if you can. Then the only thing I can think better than my dreams being met, my desires and my wants and my needs, the only thing that I can think is better than that is if all of ours could be met. That we could live in peace and be prosperous, live free, joy of our lives, and our dreams being fulfilled. I can think of nothing better than that, because I know in a condition like that we would never have hunger. No one would ever be hungry, homeless, no health care, education, and we'd have the best because we, based upon our gifts, and now we have the privilege of exercising, we only get the best. We get the best medicine. We don't just make medicine to stop to work with a condition, to pacify it, to bandage it up. But there's no benefit in that. The benefit is to heal. So medicine of the future is to heal. To heal. Nobody playing games. And your needs and your wants and your desires. You engage yourself. Every last one of you got something that you want to do. It's a special gift that each of us come here with. It's something that comes from the creator of us, giving us the ability to participate in all of the stuff that's being created. We play our part. And that makes us part owners in the outcome of all stuff. All of our names are on it. And we can access it whenever we need, want, or desire it. No money is involved in anything. That's the game of the con. That's the game of the dictators. That's the game of the people that want to be God and will kill you in any time they think they need to kill you to shut you up. And that's why the world seems to be shut up. Because you need a God to give you courage enough to stand up face to face to death and tell death to go to hell. Yeah, you need a God. But when you get together in these clusters, like I saw a commercial, I guess, of a big congregation of a mega church, and the guy was standing up talking, and it looked like they were in a big arena. It looked like they were all like flies. There were so many of them. And they seemed to have been amazed at what was being said. And yet, when they come out of these arenas, outside in this world where they go back into all of this pain, all of this suffering is going on. And many of them go right back into the parts of the suffering, playing their role. And they just got through talking about this wonderful God. But they come out going right back into the ignorance and this bondage that they've been. Why? Because the preachers are not telling them the way out. The preachers are scratching their ears, giving them a good, wonderful story, and if they just keep on believing it and they die, they're going to go to heaven. I'm not saying you're not going to go to heaven. I don't know what happens after you die. But I do know this. The heaven they're talking about going to, you can live it right here. And if you put up with not having it right here, you can bet your last money somebody on the other side is doing the same thing. Why? Because they know that you will be played. And being played is their game. So, you think the Republicans are bad? You think the Democrats and the promises that Joe Biden made are not as bad? And they aren't. But they're all on the same path. The only way I see out of this, ladies and gentlemen, is for us to recognize that it's not in America white men. No, we've given them the power, and we've allowed them to use the gun and the law to exercise themselves as superior. We have given them the privilege to do that. That's because they had tricked us with a God that says it's okay to go with a leader that'll get you from A to B. Doesn't have to be a moral leader. If he can get you made to B, that's what you want. And after you get what you want, then you can go back and plead with the God thing. Oh no, ladies and gentlemen. That doesn't work here. No, that doesn't work here. So what we're going to do, we means me, Eddie, Marcus, and the Spirit of the living God that lives in me. We're going to bless the world by giving our life for you, the whole entire world, not just Americans. You're not big enough. The whole entire world, that this heaven on earth, you know what it is, that you might receive it when you finally wake up. And so, just to let you know that it, even though I can't share it with you guys because you can't wake up, is worth just laying down your life for. It's worth it. And so, I guess, until next time,